Sorry, guys. You guys can see a pretty bird. It's doing a mating dance. See if we can catch some activity this morning. Well, afternoon, whatever. It just started up again. Blue and Charlie are right here in the green tub. So Pretty Bird is with the younger ones. Then I'm wondering if I'm going to have any early boomers. The problem is the younger ones are keeping Charlie and Blue away. And then Pretty Bird has been mating Layla, which is that golden one right there, and that shallow black one that's currently smacking her wings around. So that head movement Pretty Bird is making there, that constant diving down, the one with the big white patch on his cheek, that constant dipping, that's basically a mating dance that geese will do. And he'll keep doing it, and he's looking for a response from a female. Right there, he's trying to get the female to agree to let him mate her, and that female is rejecting him. Okay, so he'll try another one. This is how geese do it. They'll continuously do that until they find a female that accepts them. Now, usually, purebred Canada geese will mate for life, meaning that once they find a female that accepts them, they will stay with that female permanently. A male will continuously hit on the females until he finds a female that likes him. And that female will present herself, she'll answer his dipping. Like, it'll be like he dips, she dips, he dips, she dips. Like, back and forth, over and over again. See how he makes himself big? Trying to tell her that he's available, that he's interested. Okay, notifications, I don't need you right now. Hey guys, how are we doing? When geese mate, it's actually pretty funny. Once they've successfully mated, they kind of exclaim and put their wings up, like they pop their wings out a little bit, make themselves look real big. They stand up real tall or push their bodies out real tall, put their heads up real far up, and then they start exclaiming. They go, "Honk," and like just let the whole world know. Hi, babies. So my geese are hand raised, so they're basically tame as a goose can be. Right, guys? Yeah. Hi, babies. So I hand raised all of these guys. So they see me as their mother. They see me as part of the gaggle. Hi, Dino. This is my daughter's goose. Peach, do it. That other one, the one that's in the water now. So the golden one got out. That's Layla. And the one that's still in that little pool right there is called Peach. And Peach is Layla's son. And Peach has been attempting to mate Layla, which is, of course, not acceptable. So I'm keeping a close eye on that. Pretty Bird has successfully mated Layla a few times, but it looks like Pretty Bird is going to be more of a mixture between the Canada and the domestic goose, meaning that he won't necessarily mate for life just one female. What I'm expecting that he'll do is that he'll have one female that he mostly focuses on, like a queen, but that he will also mate other females, but then he'll only raise the babies with one female, which is actually something that often happens, that we most commonly see within domestic geese or hybrid geese that are mixed between wild and domestic. As you can see, Pretty Bird's still presenting. Layla is unsure about walking over there. See what she'll do. And now, please excuse how my chickens are looking. They're molting. We had an influx of roosters a while back, and then, yeah, they lost some feathers. Let's just put it that way. And they're recovering. So, just so y'all know, they're not abused. They're not neglected. Hawk! Hawk! See most of them running? I've trained my chickens to respond when I call out hawk, that they go for cover. Up there's a hawk. If you guys can see it right above that tree line right there, he's circling. And he can see over here, easy. See him right there? Right above the very tallest tip right there. Little tiny black dot in the sky. Anyway. Hi, Pretty Bird. Did you not succeed yet? No success this morning? Huh? No successes this morning? Huh? No. You'll get it. You'll get it. You'll be a papa soon. You'll be a papa soon. We'll find out if you're fertile or not. That's actually the big mystery this year. You really need to back up. Guys, I'm looking for shoes. Hi, Layla. Hi, babies. Yes, good bird. Hi, bird. Yeah. Look, the other girls are over there. Why don't you go talk to Layla, to Charlie and Blue? Huh? Go see Charlie and Blue. Come on. Literally, Charlie's been hitting on you for like a year. Yeah, and you're oblivious to that right now. She'd probably accept you, dude. Give her a go. Go see. Go see if she says yes. Come on, dude. No? Why not? Are you into the domestic girls? You like the domestic geese better? Huh? I mean, you were just hitting on the other Canada geese, but those are a little bit too young. Chances of them being ready is pretty darn low, dude. Hey, that was Pinchy. No Pinchies. You saying hi? No Pinchies. No Pinchies. Why you Pinchies? Ducky, be nice. Hi, Ducky, Ducky, Ducky. Hi, Dino. You guys hear them answering? Oh, Pretty Bird chased off a cat. Yes, yes, you did so good. Yes, you're so tough. You're so tough chasing off a kitten. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You're so tough. Hey, you guys. You know you can't eat my pants, right? Huh? You can't eat my pants. What is it, Littlefoot? What is it, Littlefoot? Hi, Littlefoot. Hi, Littlefoot. Yeah, see, Littlefoot's got a little bit of that salt and pepper. Hey, 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 hey. Don't do that. What? What is it? What? If you're asking for food, dude, the food's over there, and you know it, too. I don't have treats right now. I don't have treats. I don't have treats. You want num-nums? Pirbert. Pirbert, you want num-num-num? Do you need num-nums? Yes? Pirbert want num-nums? Num-num-num? Pirbert, you want num-nums? So right now, what you're seeing is that the gander, Pretty Bird, a gander is a boy goose, okay? He's becoming more challenging, as in he's challenging me. Even though I raised him, and he accepts me as part of the gaggle, okay? He is the most mature male that is currently present here. And when they kind of rub their head on you, and they're kind of shivering a little bit, and they make their head long, and they kind of do that, like, see? He just thought I was challenging him. So when they do that, and they kind of rub their head on you, like in a long way, even if they're not biting, it's a form of them challenging you. So even if you have a tame gander and he does that, he's not cuddling. He's testing you. He's challenging you. So since we're approaching mating season, which is starting very soon, and for some domestic geese, especially down south with the weather being all funky, like today it's really warm. I'm barely able to handle the long sleeves right now. So like it's getting pretty darn warm down here right now during the day, even though it gets pretty cold at night. For the geese. Huh? 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 Anyways, for the oh no, those aren't hawks, those are vultures. Guys, we don't have any dead anything over here. Y'all can keep going. Move on. Go on. Move on. Hi. How you doing? How's your day? Good? All right. Well, you can go on then. Anyway. Anyway, so during mating season, even if you have a tame goose or a tame gander, he's gonna change. Okay, he's gonna get more moody, he's gonna get grumpy, he's gonna get territorial, and he's gonna get real hormonal. And the females will also get more territorial and more hormonal, especially once they have their nests and stuff. Like last year though, with Layla here, when she had eggs, it was actually fascinating how kind she was and how sweet she was. And she allowed me to be right there when she was laying an egg. She allowed me to record her laying an egg. Even turned around so I could actually get it on camera. Come on, babies! Come on! Come on, babies! Go swimming? Bluebird wanna go swimming? Watch. So, if you're gander, and I'm only showing you guys this for like demonstration purposes, if you're gander, like if you're playing in the water with them, which is something you can do all year round, okay? I do not recommend that you do this with a mature goose or gander during mating season or near mating season. See, right now what he's doing is he's trying to find a spot to hold on to on my hand, okay? Once he decides that he's got a spot, because he's been hand raised without other geese around, especially if you have a goose that's a lone goose, see? He wants to pull me into the water, and he's going to attempt to mate me just by holding onto my hand. He won't actually try to get on top of me or anything, but he'll try to hold onto my hand and then just press down onto the ground. Because he was hand raised with no other geese around. And it's one of the reasons why I recommend that you don't raise a gosling by itself without any other geese around. This right here is mating behavior. He's grabbing on, he's not twisting, he's just trying to hold, and it hurts, okay? What he's doing is he's, okay, let go, ow. You can see his wings splitting up. See how he's now. Anyways, this kind of behavior, you want to try to avoid it. Your gander might still try, but if he starts doing that when you're hanging out with him, if you, especially any kind of gander, but especially if you hand raise your gander without other geese around, without other males or females around, where they don't really have that whole like, oh, I identify properly with my species, but they have always only known humans and have never learned that they're a goose in the beginning, they're much more likely to start showing these behaviors. And if you let it go too far, they may consider you their mate. And if they consider you their mate, they're never going to get eggs from you. They're never going to get to build a nest with you. They're never going to get to like have that experience of raising goslings with you, right? It's actually going to cause them to not have that fulfillment, which is a very strong instinct for them. They have a very strong instinct to want to have young, to want to raise a family, to want to have that lifelong mate. And when they don't get to have that, it's not a positive, okay? Now, sometimes it just happens. They just start acting that way. They start rejecting other geese. Even if you bring geese around, they just will not accept them. And it seems impossible to get them to detach from the human and to attach to the geese. Sadly, that does happen. A lot of us, start out with geese, regardless of whether or not they're exotic birds or domestic birds. We all start out with often a goose, a gosling, or two. Sometimes something happens to one of them, and then you end up with a lone one. I always recommend that you try to go ahead and get another gosling so that they have a friend. But not all of us are aware of this when they're little and when we first get into it, and not all of us have done the research or even planned to end up with a goose. Though I don't recommend that you just randomly get yourself an animal without doing the research, right? See him kind of shaking? Watch. See that kind of, I don't know if y'all can see it very well, but he's kind of shivering, shaking a little bit. He's not cold. He's not scared. This is just an influx of hormones, anxiety, excitement. They kind of shiver. It almost looks like a shivering, like a vibration almost in a way. And anyways, so right now, he wants me to get back in the pool, right? I'm not going to do that though. And I'm not going to demonstrate this again either. I'm just doing this one time while his instincts are not as strong so that I don't have any major consequences from this or anything. But the thing is that when he was younger, before I got all these other geese, sorry, incoming phone call. When I first got the other geese and everything, like before I got the geese and everything, and even when we first got the geese, he didn't freaking know what to do with them, especially when mating season came around. Even though he was a fertile, fully mature, not fertile, a fully mature gander at one point, he didn't know how to approach that situation. He didn't know how to approach mating a female. So he just, in a way, almost it helped that we had the African ganders around, because the African ganders, they started maturing and they started fighting. Ooh, let's see if he mates her. If the other ones don't come around. That's Charlie. They've been dating for like a year. Yes, Pretty Bird more like has a harem. No, girl, you leave them alone. Leave them alone, mamas. Leave them alone. Let's see if we can. Why won't you try with Charlie? Why won't you? Oh. No, Peach! Don't. Peach, get out. Get out. See, everybody else gets mad. Go on, Peach. Go on. Peach, out. Get out, Peach. Peaches? Out, Peach. Peach, out. 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 Go on. Get your butt out. Get your butt out. Get your butt out. Good job. Thank you, honey. Okay, so I don't want Peach in the water with Layla. Pre-Bert was rushing over because he saw Layla was in the water, so he wanted to attempt to mate her. But Peach was in the way, and I had to get him out, which she jumped out because he was trying to get to her, and she is actively rejecting him because it's her son. For Christ's sakes, Peach, go away. Oh, Layla, big bird. So pretty. I might even have to separate out Peach during the mating stuff and keep him separate while there's mating activity going on to prevent the possibility of incest. So, because we have some mature female Canada geese, but the female Canada geese aren't really going to be up for it until probably February, March comes around, most likely. So, Anyway, Peach is throwing everyone off. Peach ass. Peach, I need to separate you out right now. I don't wanna. Really don't, but I might have to if you don't knock it off. You need to stay off your mom, weirdo. And that's the thing, especially in domestic geese, this happens, which makes things more complicated. I was really hoping Peach was a female. Like, that was really the hope. Hey, Peach, don't be a butt. Leave Dino alone. The reason why Peach stuck around instead of the other two was because the other two were never really very close with Layla. And Peach was that one gosling that always seemed to be very... Hawk! Big old shadow just came over. Hawk! Hawk! Huh? Good job, girls. They're all in a corner. See, that's the great part when you teach your chickens about that. Like, start doing it every time you see a large bird in the sky rotating around. Just start calling out hawk. And if you notice, I'm not going hawk like louder. I'm saying hawk, like kind of almost like a kind of sound. It's actually because it mimics us saying the word hawk, kind of in that weird off tone, actually mimics the warning sound a rooster makes when he sees a predator. So that's why they recognize it. And if you do it in a pattern and they see that connection between there's an avian predator and I'm calling out hawk, and you do it a couple of times, they start picking up on it, and it starts becoming a great way to warn your geese and your chickens and your ducks, especially chickens, of there being a potential avian predator that's potentially going to come and try and take one of them, giving them the ability to get away even if your rooster didn't notice it, because not every rooster is very vigilant. It is actually a myth that having a rooster will prevent any and all attacks kind of thing and always warn the girls. It is something that they're supposed to do and that they are generally doing, but they don't always pay attention, you know, and depending on how many roosters you have or what's going on with your roosters or what kind of season it is, they may or may not be more or less vigilant. So, oh, there's a kitty. Hi, Layla. Hi, Layla. Hi, Layla. She's gorgeous. So pretty. Look at her. Layla is an American buff. I'm sorry. She's an American buff. Show quality. Purebred. And you can really tell that she's high quality. She came from a purebred breeder, from like a show quality bird breeder. I got her when she was 2 years old. So this coming year she'll be going on 3 years old, meaning that she is very mature. Are you guys gonna go back to the pond? What's up? What are we doing? Are we going to the pond? Or are we gonna come get a snack? What's up, guys? You guys just following me? Hawk? Anyway, that trick about hawk, like calling out hawk, I actually learned that from actually a random video on the internet. I saw a lady talk about having trained her chickens to it. Tried it out, and sure as heck it works. And I've been doing it for over a year now, and it helps a lot to keep the ladies safe. Huh, Spicy? Hey, Spicy. Hey, Spicy. Hey, Spicy. No lovin's? Okay, fine. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go grab them a snack. That's gonna be it for now. I might jump back online if I see them starting to do anything, starting to do any mating activities. But outside of that, that's gonna be it for right now. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing the geese. Now remember, I always recommend, regardless of how much it seems like I know what I'm talking about or how confident I sound in what I say, I always recommend that you guys look it up yourselves, do your own research. I could always be misunderstanding something. I could always have a theory that's wrong. I could always get something wrong or not know something properly. Come here. Num-nums. Num-nums. I know it doesn't have any scratch in it. You don't like just the pellets. Spoiled little butts. Anyways, and I'm not an expert, so I did not get any official education for this or anything. This is just my research, my experience, And then the things that I've learned from other breeders and other people who are experts or people who are experienced. And I've done this for 20, 30 years. And then I try to share the information because I don't like the stigma that's attached to Canada geese. Geese in general, but specifically Canada geese. Canada geese are literally my favorite animal for many reasons. There's a lot of things that people don't know about Canada geese that would, in my opinion, very much change their minds on how they view them and how much of a negative perspective they have on them. They are not evil creatures, as y'all can see. I can easily move about them. They are actually exceptionally loyal, very, very sweet animals, very family oriented, and they're not as destructive as people make them out to be. They're not as loud as, y'all can hear me just fine, right? Because they're not as loud as people say they are. They're really not. Fun fact, domestic geese, every single time I've had a domestic goose, it's been louder than any Canada goose. Now, they can be loud, but they're not noisy. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have moments of being loud, like while they're landing, while they're taking off, while they're having a fight, maybe while they're breeding. In those moments, they're going to be loud, yes. Or while they're calling out to each other to find each other or alerting for a predator, they're going to be louder, okay? But most of the day, this is all they do. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. That little itty bitty honk, 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 that tiny quiet stuff, that's pretty much what they do all day. They rarely do that sound. It's not common. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope y'all have a wonderful day, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.